Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Slow Flow and Yoga Nidra for Yoga School Yoga. It's Thursday night, 8 p.m. And it's our Thursday night Yoga School Yoga Yoga Nidra and Slow Flow class. And today we're going to take it really, really slow. If you have a band or something like that, or maybe even a scarf, this may assist you during just the beginning part of this class if you've got limited flexibility in the back of your legs. So just a little scarf like this. Can you tell I normally teach kids? Or a strap is recommended. And we'll begin this evening. Welcome to those who are just joining us. We'll begin this evening just lying down on the mat. Just coming to lie down on your back. Gently lie down on your back, and we'll come to your version of Shavasana. So maybe you want to lie on your back with your legs out, or maybe with your knees bent. Just come to a comfortable lying position. A position that's comfortable for you. And the invitation is there to close your eyes or to have a gentle gaze towards the ceiling. Just notice your body as it touches the mat, your feet maybe, your legs, your spine, your back, your shoulders, your arms. Just notice your body as it lies softly on the ground. The invitation is to listen to the sounds around you. Maybe you can hear people on the street outside of your house, chatting, having fun in the sun. Maybe you can hear people within your house talking, watching television, or listening to music. Just gently name the sounds that you can hear, and then let them go. So I can hear children playing, and I let them go. I can hear a car driving past, and you let the sound go. And I'll stay quiet for a moment so you can just take some time to name the sounds and let them go. And the invitation is there to bring your awareness inside now. Notice how your breath is gently falling, rising, and is gently moving your chest and your belly. Just notice the gentle rise and fall of your stomach, your chest. Maybe you're breathing just into the upper part of your shoulders. Or maybe you're breathing down low into your belly. There's no right or wrong way to breathe here. Just notice how your breath is flowing gently through your body. Maybe you notice that your inhales and your exhales are the same length. Maybe you notice that they're different lengths. Or maybe you can feel yourself pausing before your inhalation or after your inhalation. Just notice how your breath is flowing through your body at this moment. I'll stay quiet and give you a moment just to notice your breath. The invitation's there to start to bring some intention into your breath now. So maybe you'd like to bring your hands to the lower part of your rib cage. And with our hands in the lower part of our rib cage, I'd invite you to start bringing your breath down a little deeper into your belly. You might notice your hands moving up and away from your chest as you breathe in, and then your hands getting a little closer together as you breathe out. Just drawing your breath deep down into the base of your rib cage, filling up your whole chest, and then allowing your breath to naturally flow out of your chest, making room for your next inhalation. Noticing your hands as they move, if they move your rib cage, as your rib cage moves them. Noticing the gentle inhalation and exhalation at your natural pace. Now releasing control of the breath, allowing your arms to come away from your body. We'll draw some gentle movements into our flow this morning. So extending our left leg out along the mat, we'll draw our right knee into our chest. And then gently rock our right knee from side to side, just gently moving and opening up through the hip. And coming to center, we'll just draw our right knee into our chest. Bringing it tightly into our chest on the inhalation. And on our exhalation, we'll allow the knee to release a little bit away from the body. So inhale, draw your knee in. Exhale, release it out. Inhale, draw it into your chest. And exhale, release it out. One more time. Inhale, draw your knee in. And exhale, allow it to release out. And we'll bring our knee over to our right shoulder now, our right armpit, and we'll draw it in on our inhalation. And exhale, release it out. Inhale, drawing our knee in. Exhale, releasing it out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale out, moving with your breath. One more time. Then we'll draw our knee back to center. Extend our leg up towards the ceiling and flex and point our foot a few times. Just flexing your foot, pointing the foot, just a few times. Now start to make circles with your right ankle. And then the invitation is to move it in the opposite direction if this feels nice for you. Releasing the foot, we'll take our strap and place it around the ball of our foot. Flexing our foot, and we'll bring the strap into our right hand and extend our left arm along the mat. Draw the band a little closer to you, and you might feel a stretch in the back of your right leg. And release the strap a little bit here. And we'll open up through our hips, so just start to draw your leg out to the right. Just making sure our left hip stays onto the mat. Just allowing the band to support our leg as it extends out to the right. And we'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Using the core strength and the strength of your thigh, we'll draw our leg back to center. We'll swap hands here, bringing the strap into our left hand. Extend our right hand out to the side. And then draw our leg over to the left side. And your right hip may come off the mat, but we want to keep our shoulder blades evenly onto the mat, allowing our left hand and the strap to support our leg. And we'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. And using our core strength and our thigh strength, we'll raise our leg back to center. Now bringing both hands onto the band, we'll walk our foot a little closer to us. And just allowing the back of our right leg to stretch a little bit. And we'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Releasing our right leg down to the mat, releasing the strap and placing it to the side. And then we'll bring our left knee into our chest and just rock it from side to side a little bit here, just rocking it from left to right. Just to bring a little bit of movement into it until we come to the stronger poses. And coming back to center, on our inhalation, we'll bring our knee into our chest. And on the exhale, just releasing it out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, release. A few more times with your own breath. It's important to move with your own breath pace during this practice. My breath pace may be a little longer or a little shorter than yours. So the invitation is always there to just move with your breath and move at a pace that's comfortable for you. We'll do this one more time. And then we'll start to draw our knee over into our left armpit. So inhaling, drawing your knee in, exhaling, releasing it a little bit. Inhale to draw it in. Exhale to release, just a little bit. 3 more times here, working at your own breath pace. One last time. We'll bring our knee back to center. Again, take our strap and place it around the ball of our foot. We'll walk our hands up the strap, drawing our foot a little closer to us, and you might be able to feel a stretch in the back of your left leg. Oh, I've just forgotten. Okay, releasing the foot with the strap. We'll point and flex our foot a few times. Just bringing some movement into the ankle. And the invitation is there, if it's comfortable for you, to make circles with your ankle. This isn't comfortable for everyone, so it's not absolutely necessary, but it might feel really good in your ankle. And then the invitation is to move it through the opposite direction, if that's comfortable for you. Okay, now releasing the foot, we'll place the strap around our foot and extend it up. Placing the band into our left hand, we'll release our right arm onto the mat next to us, relaxing our spine, our shoulder blades onto the mat, our head onto the mat. Then we'll draw our leg out towards the left, just as far as it's comfortable for you, allowing the strap to support you. And we'll bringing our right hip onto the mat still, and maybe you use your right hand to help your right hip stay down, or maybe you don't want to. You can leave your hand out to a T, and we'll stay here for 3 and 2 and 1. Using our core strength and our thigh strength to bring our leg back to center, we'll take the strap into our right hand, move it over to our left side, and then place our right side, and place our left hand onto the mat, releasing it down. We'll relax our shoulder blades down, making sure they stay evenly onto the mat here as we draw our leg over to the right side. Again, using the strap to support us. Your left hip may come off the mat. And we'll stay here for 3 and 2 and 1. Using your core strength and your thigh strength, raising yourself back up to center. We'll gently walk our hands a little closer up to our foot, up the band, drawing our leg a little closer to our body. You may feel the stretch in the back of your left leg. And we'll stay here for 3 and 2 and 1. Releasing our leg down. Removing the strap. We'll draw our knees into our chest here and start to make circles with our knees. So we'll place our hands on our knees and start to make circles with our knees. Just rolling out through our lower back, allowing it to massage on the mat. And if you're moving in one direction, maybe you'd like to start to move in the opposite direction, making circles in the opposite way. Then placing both the soles of your feet onto the mat, we're going to do some little movements with our lower back, just a little bit with the lower part of our spine here. So relaxing our head, our shoulders onto the mat. Our soles of our feet are on the ground and our knees, hips and ankles are all in line. We'll make these small movements just with our our pelvis. So inhaling, we'll curl our pelvis off the ground, our tailbone off the ground, lifting it up just a few centimeters. And on the exhale, we'll release our lower spine back onto the mat, really letting go of all the muscles. Inhaling to curl the spine up just a little bit. And exhale, releasing it down. Inhaling to curl. Exhale, releasing it down, releasing all the muscles as we lower. Inhale to curl. And exhale, release. Just moving with your breath now. And the motions can be really small if you'd like them to be that small, or they can be a little larger. This is your choice, it's your practice. Just bringing some gentle motions and a little bit of a massage to the lower back, which needs a little bit more support given that we're sitting in probably non-ergonomic chairs at the moment as we're working from home. So just curling our lower spine, giving a little bit of a massage, a little bit of support, and exhaling to release it down. We'll do this 3 more times at your own pace. And the last one, we'll just release our spine down, bring our knees into our chest and just rock from side to side. Bringing your hands either on top of your knees or underneath your knees. We're going to roll like a ball 3 times until we come up to sitting. So once, twice, 3 times, coming up to sitting, and then we'll move over onto our stomachs. So lying down on your stomach. Extending your arms out in front of you and lengthening through your legs, just bringing your head onto the mat. With our right arm, we'll start to reach out in front of us, and then with our left leg, we'll reach out behind us, lengthening through the right arm and the left leg. And we'll stay here for 3, and 2, and 1. Releasing your hand, your forehead, your left leg onto the ground. We'll move through the left arm now and the right leg, reaching it out, extending through the point of your toes and the fingertips of your left hand. We'll stay here for 3, and 2, and 1. Releasing down. Changing sides once again. Right hand extends, left leg extends for 3, and 2, and 1. Releasing them down. Opposite side again. Left arm, right leg for 3, and 2, and 1. Releasing them down. This time bringing our legs both together, zipping our legs together, our toes together. We'll come to Superman pose or superhero pose, and we'll lift our head, chest, arms and legs off the mat. So inhaling, raising up for 3, and 2, and 1. Releasing them down, bringing your head onto the mat, maybe looking out to one side. Relaxing down for 3, and 2, and 1. We're extending our arms and legs. We'll take it once more, raising up for 3, and 2, And 1. Releasing down, releasing your head and body, relaxing everything onto the mat for 3. And 2. And 1. We'll bring our hands either side of our chest. Draw ourselves back into child's pose, bringing your knees as wide as the mat, your toes together to touch, and extending forward for child's pose. Drawing our left hand into just near your ear, we'll lace it underneath us, placing our left ear, our left shoulder blade onto the mat, and then walking our right fingertips above us, our head. You may feel a slight stretch in the back of your shoulder blades, or you might not. We'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Walking our right hand in front of our face, allowing it to support us. As we climb out, we'll extend our left leg out in front of us, and then lace our right arm underneath us, placing our right shoulder blade, our right ear onto the mat, and then walking our fingertips of our left hand above the crown of our head. You may feel a stretch in the back of your shoulders, or you may not. You may feel the stretch elsewhere. And we'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Drawing our left hand next to our face, allowing it to support us as we come up. Just gently walking ourselves up to a seated position and bringing our knees together. And we'll move through what I call a snake pose now. So coming down in a snake flow, So coming down and releasing our hands out in front of us for child's pose with your knees together. Allow your head and neck to rest down. Then we'll start to plant our hands onto the mat, bringing our forearms onto the mat, and start to bring our body weight forward. So we're curling forward onto our arms until we come to cobra. Then draw our belly button in, our tailbone back for child's pose. Maybe you'd like to draw breath into this motion. So inhaling as you snake forward. And exhaling, drawing your belly button in and draw back to child's pose. Inhale as you snake forward. Exhale, belly button in, child's pose. We'll do this 3 more times. Snaking forward on the inhale to cobra. Belly button in. Exhale, child's pose. 1 more time. Staying in child's pose, resting down. For 3. And 2. And 1. Drawing our hands out in front of us, spreading our fingertips wide apart. Curl your toes under and push back to downward facing dog. And because this is the first one of the practice, maybe you'd like to walk your legs from side to side. Just noticing your hands supporting you on the mat. A long line between your wrists, through your arms, your spine to your tailbone. And then allowing your legs to gently support you. Then on your next inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, even out through your hips, and exhale. Inhale here. And exhale, draw your knee into your chest and step your foot outside of your hands. So for a lizard pose. And maybe you'd like to keep your left knee up off the mat, or maybe you'd like to drop it down and release your toes here. It's your choice, whichever position or form you choose. And we'll draw our left hand in front of our face here and open up through our chest, twisting to the right, opening up through the right hand. We'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Drawing your right arm back down to the mat. You can either stay on your hands here and just release your hips forward, feeling the stretch in the front of your left hip. Or maybe you'd like to walk your elbows onto the mat for full lizard. And even further, maybe you'd like to wrap your right hand and your right shoulder underneath your right leg. It's your choice, which form you take. And we'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Gently unwrapping, walking back up onto our hands. We'll curl our left toes under, extend through the left leg, and step back for downward facing dog. For 3. And 2. And 1. And we'll reset the body here a little bit. Coming forward to plank on your exhale. And then drawing your belly button in on the inhale for downward facing dog. Or maybe you'd like to take it in the opposite way. Just moving with your breath here. Coming forward to plank. And then moving back to downward facing dog. 2 more times. Forward to plank. And draw back for downward facing dog. 1 more time. Plank. And downward facing dog. And the invitation is on your next inhale to extend your left leg to the sky. Even out through the hips. Exhale. Inhale here. And then draw your knee to your chest on your exhale and step your foot outside of your hands. Now again, you may want to drop your right knee down and release your toes, or maybe you'd like to stay up in the lunge. And we'll bring our right hand in front of our face here and start to twist to the left, opening up through the left chest and extending the fingertips to the sky. We'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Drawing our hands back onto the mat. You can either stay up on your hands, come down onto your forearms, or even wrap your left shoulder underneath your left leg. And you may feel the stretch in the front of your right leg, or feel it in the back of your left. And we'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Gently uncurling the body, walking up back onto your hands. We'll curl our right toes under and step back for downward facing dog for 3. And 2. And 1. And again, we'll reset the body here. So coming forward to plank. And then drawing our belly button in for downward facing dog. 4 more times, plank with your breath to downward facing dog. 3, 2, and 1. And on your next inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, bend your knee and open up through the hip. On the exhale, draw your knee underneath you, placing it behind your right wrist and your toes behind your left wrist. Extend your left leg out behind you for half pigeon and lengthen through your spine here and check in with your hips. And see if you can find evenness here. We don't want to collapse into the right or into the left. We want some evenness. So maybe you'd pop a cushion or a block underneath one of your hips. When you feel this stability here, the invitation is to start to relax your spine down. So maybe you just walk onto your forearms. Maybe you make a little triangle with your hands and place your forehead onto your hands. Just your version of half pigeon. We'll stay here for 7. And 6. 5. Relaxing down. 4. Noticing your breath flowing through your body. 3. And 2. And 1. Gently walk, placing your hands underneath your shoulders, walking yourself back up. Curl your left toes under and kick back for downward facing dog. Just start to walk your legs from side to side. Just noticing the difference between the right side of your body and the left side of your body. And coming back to center, the invitation is to extend the left leg to the sky, bend the knee and open up through the hip. And then drawing your knee underneath your body, place it behind your left wrist and your toes behind the right wrist. Again, extending the right leg out behind you and find that center point between your hips. And when you're ready, when you feel comfortable, maybe you put a cushion underneath your hips, just gently lower yourself down, maybe onto your forearms, or maybe making a little triangle with your hands for your forehead, so your nose stays up and you can breathe. Just resting yourself down. Just noticing where your breath lies as you rest in this form. And we'll stay here for 7. And 6. 5. And 4. 3. And 2. And 1. Gently placing your hands under your shoulders, allowing them to support you to raise back up. We'll roll over onto our left hip and extend our legs out in front of us here. So flexing your feet, you can either bend your knees or have them relax onto the ground. We'll lengthen through our spine, then use our hands to walk down our legs to a forward fold. And this time you might be able to feel the stretch in the back of your legs. And as you curl yourself forward, maybe you can feel the stretch in your lower back as well. Just release your head, your shoulders down as much as it's comfortable for you. And if you'd like to put a cushion underneath your chest or underneath your belly, you're more than welcome to here as well. Just feeling a gentle stretch behind your legs and maybe in your lower back. And we'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Gently raising ourselves back up to center. We'll draw our arms up to the side and then bring our hands down in front of us, crossing our right elbow under our left, wrapping our arms around each other for eagle arms. Maybe your palms can kind of come in the direction of one another, or maybe you bring your hands onto your shoulders here. Just making your eagle arms, bringing your elbows up in line with your shoulders so that your breath can move freely through your body. And we'll stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Releasing our arms down to the side, bring them out to the side, maybe up to the sky. And then we'll cross our elbows over, left under right this time. And again, maybe wrapping your arms or maybe placing them on your shoulders, bringing them up in line with your shoulders. Yeah. And your breath is freely moving through your body. And we'll stay here for 3. Breathing naturally for 2. And feeling the stretch wherever it might be for 1. Releasing your arms. Maybe bringing your arms up over your head. This might be comfortable for you. We'll leave our right arm extended and bring our left arm behind our back, placing our hand behind our shoulder blades here. And maybe then you can bring your right hand to touch your left fingertips. The other option is to take your band, scarf or strap and use it as a support to grab onto between your shoulder blades. And from here we can feel maybe a stretch in your tricep of your right arm. Maybe your shoulders are both pulled back, creating a little extra space for your breath. And just relax down. Your breath is just comfortable in your body. And we'll release our arms here, bringing our left arm up above our head, our right between our shoulder blades, down low. And maybe you can touch your fingertips here, or maybe again you use the strap or the colourful scarf. Roll your left shoulder back so you might be able to create a little bit of extra space in your chest. And maybe you can feel the stretch in your left tricep as well. We'll stay here for 2. And 1. Releasing the hands and rolling the shoulders just a few times. Maybe you roll them forwards as well. Maybe this feels good and nice as well. So bringing our right leg, we'll bring our knee up to our chest and bring it on the outside of our knee. And then bending our left leg, we'll just bring it our foot next to our hip. And if this is not comfortable for you, then just keep your left leg extended out in front of you. It's completely your choice. We want to make sure our hip bones are onto the mat here, and our right foot is firmly placed onto the mat, creating a nice little support for us. Maybe you can feel a little bit of release in your hips here, if this is comfortable for you. If it's not, again, extend the left leg out. We'll bring our left arm up and wrap it on the outside of our right knee. And then take our right hand and place it behind our spine on the ground. Inhale, twisting to the side, lengthening through the spine. And exhale, bring your gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, and exhale to twist. Stay here for one more breath. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to twist. And then gently bring yourself back to center. And we'll swap legs here. So just rocking back, switching legs. So maybe your right leg is extended out, maybe it's bent. Your left foot is onto the mat, left knee is up near the chest. Both sit bones are on the mat. We'll bring our right arm over on the outside of our left leg. We'll bring our left arm up and back behind us in line with our spine, fingertips on the mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine and twisting to the left on the exhale. Maybe your gaze can come over your shoulder, or in the direction of your shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. One more breath here. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to twist. And then drawing yourself back to center. And we'll unwrap our legs, moving to the side. And we'll come to lie down on our back. Releasing your head onto the mat, your shoulders onto the mat, and just allowing your arms to come out into a T. Bring your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. And we'll draw our knees over to the right, allowing them to just gently rest down onto the ground for a supine twist. And maybe your gaze is up towards the sky here, or maybe you look over into your left hand. You might feel the stretch in your side body, or you may not. And we'll stay here for 5. And 4. Three. And 2. And 1. Drawing our neck back to center, our knees back to center. Just come and even out through your spine here. And then draw your knees over to the left side. Maybe you want to keep your gaze towards the ceiling, or maybe you look out to your right hand. You might feel the stretch down the right side of your body, or you may not. And we'll stay here for 5. And 4. Three. And 2. And 1. Gently bringing your neck back to center and your knees back to center. And the invitation now is to make any movement that makes you feel comfortable. So maybe you just want to roll your spine from side to side. Or maybe you'd like to bring your hands between your legs, take your peace fingers around your toes and move through happy baby. Just making any motion at the moment that your body feels that it needs before we move into Shavasana, your final resting pose, where I'll take you through a little bit of Yoga Nidra. So just taking a few moments just to listen to your body and make any movements that your body's asking you for right now. And when you're ready, make your way into your version of Shavasana. Maybe you do this by lying on your back and popping some cushions underneath your knees or underneath your head. Maybe you like to lie on your stomach, just with your head in your hands, or hugging a cushion. When we've done work on our lower back, sometimes it's really nice to lie on our stomach for a Shavasana at the end. Or maybe you'd like to lie on your side, curled up into a ball. This is your Shavasana, your time to rest, restore, and relax. So you choose the position that's most comfortable for you. And the invitation is there to close your eyes or have a gentle gaze towards the ceiling or the ground, or wherever you can gaze. Just a nice gentle gaze or with closed eyes. And gently start to listen to the sounds around you. And just name them, just like we did in the beginning of the practice. Just name the sounds, maybe choose 5. Just name them and then let them go. So maybe you hear a car, you can name it car and then let it go. Just a few more things in your own time. The invitation is there to draw your awareness inside now. Just noticing your breath as it gently passes through your body in a natural way. Just notice your inhales and your exhales as they naturally flow through your body. No need to judge the breath. Just allow it to naturally pass on through. And the invitation is there to draw your awareness down to the toes, the soles of your feet and the top of your feet. And just notice if you can find any tension there. And if you can, maybe just wriggle them a little bit and release them out. Or maybe simply invite a little bit more relaxation, a little bit more stillness into this part of your body. The invitation is there to draw the awareness into your ankle, your calf muscle, your shin. Just allow the sensation of relaxation. Maybe you feel heavy through the calf muscles. Maybe you need to squeeze them and relax them a few times with your breath. is to invite a little more stillness, a little more peace into this part of your body. Maybe the simple invitation supports that little bit more relaxation there. And the invitation is to draw the awareness up to your knees, your thighs, and invite a little more relaxation here. And again, maybe you need to move, or maybe just simply invite. Just making this space a little more relaxed, a little more soft, maybe a little more heavy. The invitation is to bring your awareness to your hips, your glutes, your lower back and your stomach, your tummy area, the core muscles. And as we've worked here, mostly this evening, we'll invite a little more stillness and softness into this part of our body. Maybe you do this by making little motions, just rocking them out. Maybe you invite your breath to come a little deeper into your body, just to give your belly a little bit more of a massage with your breath. Or maybe just simply by inviting a little bit more stillness here, you find a little bit more release, a little bit more relaxation, a little bit more softness. The invitation is there to bring your awareness into your chest, your shoulder blades, and the space between your shoulder blades. Maybe inviting a little bit more stillness and softness here. And again, maybe moving, maybe invitational. Just relaxing down a little more, and a little more, and a little more. Relaxing down through your shoulders, through your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your fingers, the palms of your hands. Maybe do this by moving, squeezing your arms or rolling them around a little bit. Just inviting a little more softness here. Just relaxing them down, releasing, resting a little bit more. The invitation is to rest through the shoulders, relaxing your throat and neck, relaxing your jaw, your ears, your face, your forehead, your whole head. Just allowing a little more relaxation, a little more release, a little more rest. I'll stay quiet now. Just allow you to rest down for a few more moments. A peace in your own body. The invitation is to start to lengthen your breath a little more. If you'd like a little more relaxation and rest and a longer Shavasana, just switch us off or pause. Just moving through your toes, your fingers, your ankles and wrists. When you're ready, draw your knees to your belly and roll to your side. Maybe you're already there. Then gently come up to a seated position, noticing the ground underneath you. Length through your spine. Relaxation through your shoulders, your jaw, your throat, your neck, your face. Your arms either in your lap or on your knees. Bring your awareness down to your breath. Just notice your inhalations and your exhalations freely moving through your body. The invitation is to spend some time meditating now. And here is where I'll let you be. The light in me recognizes the light in all of you. May you have a wonderful evening and a wonderful Easter weekend. Thank you for practicing with me this evening.